All right, so we're going to start seated. We'll do some small joint warm up first. Actually, starting with the feet. All right. Sitting up nice and comfortable.
I was looking for you, but you weren't on.
Sorry, I moved because all those backpacks I think are kind of distracting. So let's actually take a couple breaths first here before we get moving anywhere. So sitting up nice and tall, you can sit with the legs crossed or legs out straight. And if comfortable, you can close your eyes. And we'll take a couple of just regular breaths to start. And one more of your regular breaths. And then let's do, we're gonna do breath of fire. Everybody seems kind of a little sleepy from the weather,
Yes.
self included. So we're gonna do breath of fire. I think last week we did the other one, skull shining breath. So this one is good for digestion and your circulation, your circulatory system. So getting that blood pumping in the body. So the last one was a soft inhale, hard exhale. This is a hard inhale, hard exhale. So you can do it with or without the arm movements. So with the arm movements, the arms would be up. So it looks like that. So we'll do 3 rounds of 10. So you can do it with the arms or not. All right, so I'm gonna do the arms because that keeps me focused. All right, so here we go. So inhale. Excellent, so that was 10. We'll take a regular breath in between. And then go again. Excellent. Release that. Take a nice regular breath in between. And one more set. Here we go. Excellent. Take 2 or 3 regular breaths. Bring that breath back to close to regular. Excellent. All right, so let's start with the feet here. So we're gonna send the legs out in front. If they're not already, you can come in the mat, wake them up a little bit. And then let's start with pointing and flexing. So we're gonna extend the heels away from the torso. And then point and flex. And instead of doing both at the same time, you can option to do one and then the other. Or if you like both at the same time, you can do that. Nice. And then we're going to do circles around. You can do one at a time, or you can do opposite or same. All right, so we're going to release that, and then let's open and close the toes. So opening the toes away from each other, and then relax, open, or you can make them tight if that feels okay. Excellent. And then the next one, we're going to do turning the sole of the foot in towards the center line and then turning it out. So back and forth. Then again, you can do it the same or opposite. Excellent. And then we're going to finish off with windshield wipers. Excellent. And if you want, shake them out and let them go. So I'm going to come back to cross-legged. You're welcome to do that or keep your legs out straight if you like. And then let's move up to the wrists. So bring the arms out in front, tuck the thumbs, wrap the fingers around, and make circles with the wrists. And then when you're ready, bigger circles getting to the elbows and the shoulders. One direction and the other. You can go the same or opposites. Nice. All right, so release that. You can shake it out if you want. And then we're going to bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and make figure eights. Some sauce. All right, release that, and we're going to switch which fingers on top and do a couple more. Okay, release that, shake it out. Let's do just a little bit more here. So we're going to extend the first arm and gently draw the fingers back towards the shoulders. And thumb down towards the floor. And one more direction, point the fingers towards the floor, and we're going to push the back of the hand into the fingers of the other hand. Release that. We'll go to the other side, extend that arm out. Draw the fingertips back towards the shoulder. And then thumb down towards the floor. Excellent. And one more direction, fingers point down towards the floor. We're going to push the back of the hand into the fingers of the other hand. Excellent. Release that and shake it out. Let's move up to the neck and shoulders. We're going to start, maybe check on your posture again. Inhale. On the exhale, chin comes back down to the chest. Inhale, looking up just as far as is comfortable. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, back down. One more full-time inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Excellent. Inhale back to neutral. And then we're going to go ear to shoulder. So exhale, first side, ear to shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side, ear to shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Excellent. Inhale, center. One more time each side. Exhale to the first side. That arm comes out. Same side. And wrapping around to the opposite side of the head. Making space between the ear and shoulder. Breathing into any tension that you're finding. Letting that tension go with the exhale. And then when you're ready, we're going to release that arm up, head comes to center. And then exhale, ear to the other side. That arm comes out and over, resting on the opposite side of the head. Excellent. Breathe into that tension. Release the tension with the exhale. Nice. All right, so we're going to inhale, release the arm, head comes up to center, and one more movement with the neck. So we're going to start looking straight ahead. On the exhale, turn towards that first side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Next, inhale, center one more time each side. Exhale to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the second side. Excellent. Inhale back to center. Let's move down to the shoulders. Inhale forward and up. Exhale down and back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. Nice. It's reverse direction, so we're going to inhale back and up. Exhale down and forward. And then let's finish off with just a couple more, either direction or straight up and down. Excellent. All right, release that. And then if you want, been sitting for a bit, if you want to open the legs up again and maybe switch which side, if you have them crossed, or you can keep them out. We're going to move into our seated cat and cow. So if the legs are crossed, we're going to bring the hands in front. If the legs are out, hands under the thighs. Exhale. We're going to dip the chin around the spine towards that back wall. Tip the tailbone. On the inhale, rounding up, looking up, cow. Exhale, back to cat. So back and forth between the two, moving nice and slow. Follow the breath. Excellent. And then back to neutral. And then we're going to come into our laterals. So you're going to bring one hand down to the floor. Inhale, our arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Second side, inhale. And starting out, you might not go as far, but as you warm up, you might go deeper, or you might not, and that's okay too. So the hand that's on the floor, push that hand in to keep the opposite knee from popping up. And if you can, check in with that rib cage. See how it feels on the side that's open. Excellent. Let's do one more time each side. Excellent. And then back to neutral. All right, sitting up nice and tall again. That's our inhale. On the exhale, coming into a twist. Turning to the first side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. So we want to keep this twist up in the upper half to upper third of the spine. Starting with the gaze, so the head goes first and then the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale into the turn. Excellent. Let's do one more time each side. And then back to center. All right, so if the legs aren't out in front, let's bring them out in front again. Wake them up a little bit, pound them into the mat if you like. And then we're gonna do some forward folds here. So before we do that, we're gonna walk the hips back. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's gonna give us a little bit more length in the hamstrings. And then we wanna hinge at that hip joint. So we're not bending the spine, we're keeping it nice and long, and that's where we hinge is at the hips. And we're also gonna use our friend gravity. So inhale the arms up, and then on the exhale, fold forward. Wherever the arms get to, we're gonna drop them down, tap the floor, inhale, come back up. And again, exhale, fold forward, tap down, inhale, come back up. Exhale, tap down, inhale, come back up. Let's do two more. Exhale, fold forward, tap down, inhale, come back up. And on this next one, we're gonna stay down for a bit. So exhale, fold forward. If you want, you can grab onto the legs and pull the spine longer. And then exhale, release the straightness of the spine and rounding down, tuck the chin. Take a breath or so here. And then when you're ready to come out, we're going to extend the arms over the legs, push the legs into the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale and release. Nice. All right, let's come up to hands and knees. All right, let's start with a cat and cow here. So the hands can be up a little bit further if you have any kind of wrist issues, and the knees can be under the hips or a little bit wider if that's more comfortable. We're going to start by sending the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. We're going to tuck the chin and the tailbone. This is our cat and our exhale position. Inhale, you're going to reverse the curve, looking up towards the horizon, but keeping the belly engaged so we're not dumping into the floor. And then exhale back to cat. Inhale, cat. Back and forth a few times. Maybe noticing the difference of a seated cat-cow versus hands and knees. Does it feel like you have more mobility this way, or is the other way more comfortable? Excellent. And then back to neutral. Let's go ahead and come into our spinal balance next. So a couple of options. You can stay in it with the arms and the leg extended, or you can do elbow to knee with the breath. All right, so I'm just going to do stationary, but if you want to do the moving part, you're welcome to do that as well. All right, so here we go. So we're going to extend the right leg back. Left arm comes forward. Take a couple breaths here. Extend forward with the fingers, back with the heel, or bring elbow and knee together. That would be an exhale, and then extending is the inhale. And one more breath here. And then release. And then let's come to the other side. Extend that left leg back, right arm forward. Take a couple breaths here. Extend forward with the fingers, back with the heel, or elbow to knee. And one more breath here. Excellent. And release. All right. So next, let's do, it's kind of like a version of donkey kicks, but it's a little different. So if you want to watch first, that's fine too. So we're going to lift the right knee up and bring it back. and then forward. So we're bringing up towards the elbow and then back towards the wall behind us. So we're just looking at hip mobility. So 3 to 5 times. Moving nice and slow, so that's going to engage those abdominals into the thigh. Excellent. Okay, set that knee down and let's go to the other side. You're going to lift the left knee up, comes back, and then forward. So you might find that one hip is more flexible than the other, or one leg might be stronger than the other. Excellent. All right, so set that side down. Now we're going to do a little foot stretch. So we're going to curl the toes under and send the hips back towards the heels. So go just as far as is comfortable, and you can actually come down onto the forearms if the wrists are getting tired. So we're going to go just as far as we're not going to get a cramp in the feet or the calves. So if that's something that you tend to do, then I want to skip this one. Excellent. All right, release that. And then if you want, you can pound the tops of the feet into the mat. Sometimes that feels really good. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, we're going to do cat-cow child's pose. So you can stop in the child's pose at any time you want. We'll just do a few. So we're going to start with an inhale into cow. Exhale, cat, down to child's pose. Inhale, bring it up to cow. Exhale, cat to child's. You can stay in this child's, or I'm going to do one more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cat, down to child's pose. So in this child's pose, if you want, you can bring the big toes together. The knees come out wider, so there's room for the belly. And you can stack the fists and rest the forehead there. Or if it's more comfortable to be in puppy pose, head down, hips up. That's an option. And whatever your comfortable child's pose looks like, let's take a couple breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to come back up to tabletop. So coming up with an inhale. And we're going to do just one more on the wrist here, and then we will come up. So we're going to do gate pose. We'll do our low gate pose and then our high gate pose. So it looks like this. We're going to start with bringing the right foot out. And that left hand stays where it is. Hand on an inhale and bring it up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, hand comes back down to the floor. And again, inhale, hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hand down to the floor. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Tuck that knee under and out to the side. Right hand stays where it is. On the inhale, left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back down. Again, inhale, left hand up. Exhale, back down. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to tuck that left knee under and then coming up to our high kneel. All right, so let's send that left foot back out again. Left hand stays on that left hip or down that left leg. We're going to inhale the right arm up, and then on the exhale, that right hand goes towards that left foot side. Inhale, vertical. Exhale over. Inhale, come back up. And one more time. Exhale over. Inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, release. All right, tuck that left knee under, and that right foot comes out to the side. Right hand on that hip or down that right leg. Inhale, bring this left arm up. Exhale, left hand towards that right foot side. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, over. Inhale, vertical. And one more time. Exhale, over. Inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, release that down. So we're going to take this. You can come down to come back up, but we're going to come up to a forward fold. So if you want, you can bring this right foot in front, and then hands on that knee, pushing up, and then we'll fold forward into a forward fold. Or if you're down on the floor, if you want to come down, and then come up. Got lots of practice to come up off the floor.
No kidding.
All right, so we're gonna hold for this forward fold for just a moment. If you want, you can shake the head, yes and no. Bend the knees, bring the arms out to the side, push the feet into the floor, inhale. Bring the arms all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. All right. So if anybody wants a little water break, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, this back up so I can see. So let's start with a fabulous mountain pose. Soft knees. Neutral pelvis. I'm going to draw the collarbones away from each other or shoulder blades together on the back body. Hook behind the ears, backing up. And then 2 or 3 breaths here, nice and slow. If you have your balance and you want, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, finding a spot on the floor for a little eyelid rest. Excellent. All right, so release that. Let's come into, we'll do warrior 1 first, and then we'll do our moving balance. So we're gonna take one foot, turn out to the side, step that first foot forward. Before we move the knee, let's open up the foot a little bit. So we're gonna lift the toes up, spread them out, and then set them back down. Engage that inner arch, and then relax it, and then engage that outer arch. And relax it. All right, let's move the knee. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. We're aiming for that second and third toe. Excellent. And then we're going to push off and step back. Let's go to the other side. Turn that foot out, step the other foot forward. Open up the toes, and then set them back down. Gauge that inner arch, and then relax it. Gauge that outer arch, and then relax it. Nice. Now we're going to move that knee. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Again, aiming for that second and third toe. Excellent. And then we'll do one more. And then push off and step the feet back together. All right, let's go back to that first side. First foot forward. And we're going to add the arms. So let's do, we're going to do this one. I don't remember what we did last week. Arms out in front, palms together. We're going to inhale, open the arms, bend that front knee. Exhale back. Hands together, straighten the leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And let's do one more. Nice. We'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Turn that foot out, step the second foot forward. Option to switch what you're doing with the arms. If this one's too much, you can do cactus arms or hands to the heart, or arms straight up. I'm gonna do this one, hands together, inhale, open, bend that front knee, exhale back. Inhale. Excellent. Let's do one more. Nice. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right, and shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And we're going to do our moving balance next. All right, so we'll start with our palm tree pose. So you can do just the feet coming up on the toes, or just the arms. The feet don't feel great today. Do the arms, or putting them all together. Inhale, arms up on the toes. Exhale down. So finding a spot where nobody else is moving can help with the distraction of the balance. If you want to make it more difficult, you can come up and stay up for an extra breath. Or just keep it going with your regular breath. Excellent. Let's do one more. Nice. All right, and release. Check it out. So I was on social media the other day, and was watching somebody do a hip strengthener, which is similar to the flying crane Karate Kid that we do. So I'm going to give you an option to try it this way. I'll show you first, and then you can decide if you want to do it this way or not. So it was hands on the hips, and you lift one knee, kick the foot out, bring it back, and set it down. Did you see that?
No.
So you want to try that? You're welcome to do that. I did a bunch yesterday. Let me do the other side. All right, that side's harder for me. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to do regular, but if you want to try that one, you're welcome to do that one. It really works these hip flexors here. So if you need some strength there, you're welcome to do that. Or if you want to do it at home later, that's fine too. I'm going to do just the regular one. Hands together at the center, arms out, knee comes up, and then back down. So hands out, lift one knee up, and then back down. This is the inhale, bring that knee up. Exhale, set it down. You could do it that way too. Extend and then release. It's a little easier actually than hands on the hips. But you might find that one side is easier than the other. That probably means you need to do more on that side that's hard. All right, let's do one more time each side. Excellent. All right. So let's see. Let's do a tree pose and then we'll do our warrior two. So coming into our tree pose, I'm gonna pick one foot. That foot stays rooted into the earth and actually connect with that foot. See how it feels. All four corners, maybe how much of that foot is touching the mat or the floor. And then we're gonna kickstand to start if you want. Checking in with this straight leg hip. So we wanna make sure we're not popping out to the side, nice and strong, activating those muscles around it. Start with the hands at the heart. And then options, you can bring the arms up and then a Y, straight up, straight out. You can move the arms. If you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up higher. And then most important, we want to breathe. Excellent. And then coming out nice and gracefully. And shake the legs out. And let's do the other side. So root that second foot into the earth. Pay attention to all four corners. Maybe notice where it's touching the floor. And maybe if the arch is higher or lower. Then we're going to start with that tripod or kickstand. Heel above the ankle. Hands at the heart. Check in with that hip. Make sure we're not popping out to the side. You can grow branches. And you can do something else with the arms if you want. They can move. If you have your balance and you want, you can bring that foot up higher or not. If you fall out, know that you can always come back in. And again, I always say it last, but it's the most important. We want to keep the breath going. And then coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. All right. Are you guys up for a mild challenge?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So we don't have blocks because they're under that pile of the YMCA stuff. So if you want to grab a chair instead of blocks, I'll show you option to do that. So we're going to do warrior two, and we're going to add a high lunge with each round. So we'll do side angle pose, peaceful warrior. Bring the hands down, pivot that back foot, and then we'll come back up. Or side angle pose, peaceful warrior. You can bring the hands to the chair, pivot that foot, and then come back up. Okay? So if you want to use the chair, you can put it on your mat. I just have it out for demonstration purposes. So we don't want to push on the chair if it's not on the mat because it will slide out. All right, you guys ready? So one foot in front, back foot's closer to 90 degrees. Excellent. Hands at the heart. We're going to open the arms out to the side. Bend that front knee over that front ankle. Extend out with the fingers. Gaze is over the front fingers. And then here we go. So we're going to bend that front elbow. Front arm comes to that front leg. Upper arm can be up towards the ceiling, over the ear, or hand on the hip. On your next inhale, we're going to windmill around to peaceful warrior. And then we're going to exhale, bring the arms down. You can come down to the floor or just halfway down or to your chair. Pivot that back foot. And then we're going to inhale and come up to high lunge. So for the high lunge, that back foot, you can be up on the toes or the heel can be on the floor. Like that or like that. Okay, back to warrior two. And pivot that foot back again. And then we'll do another round. Bend that elbow, side angle pose. Inhale around to peaceful warrior. Exhale, both arms come down, pivot that back foot. Inhale, bring the arms up. High lunge. Excellent. Back to warrior two. We'll do that one more time on this side. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale around to peaceful warrior. Exhale, arms come down. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, come back up to high lunge. And if the shoulders aren't comfortable all the way up, you can always cactus the arms. Excellent. We're going to go back to warrior two. And then we'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right, check out the arms, check out the legs and the feet. All right, now we're going to do the other side. Step the other foot forward. Bend that front knee, hands at the heart, arms open to the sides. Gaze is over those front fingers. And here we go. Bend that front elbow, that forearm comes to the thigh. This upper hand could be on the hip, hand towards the ceiling or overhead. When you're ready, inhale, windmill around to peaceful warrior. Excellent. And then we're going to exhale, both arms come down. Pivot that back foot. And then inhale. High lunge. Excellent. Back to warrior two. Pivot that back foot again. Exhale, bend that forearm to that front thigh. Side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. On the exhale, both arms come down. Back foot pivots. Inhale, high lunge. Excellent. Back to warrior two. We're going to do one more round. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, arms come down. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, arms come back up. High lunge. Nice. And then we'll finish off with one more warrior two. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. Shake out the legs. Shake out the arms. The high lunge. I do too. And that one you can do just from standing. I like to, well, you can do this and step back into it or step forward into it. Depends on the challenge level. There you go. Let's do a fabulous triangle pose. And we don't have blocks. Okay. Next time when we have blocks, we'll do a revolved triangle, but we'll just do a regular triangle today. Okay. So we're going to step one foot forward. And the idea is that front knee stays mostly straight. You can put any kind of bend into it you want, a little bit or a lot or none. Just don't hyperextend the knee. And then we're going to bring the hands to the heart, arms open up to the side. We're going to extend forward with those front fingers, hinging at that hip, tick-tock the arms, and wherever you reach is totally fine. The point of this is opening up the upper chest, so we have a twist and a lateral. So if you can reach the floor, but you're compressed, It's not as important as if you have that open torso. All right, 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready to come out, we're gonna grab that invisible rope, pulling back up. And then we'll drop the arms. You can bend that front knee and step the feet back together. All right, coming to the other side, the other foot in front. Hands at the heart, arms open out to the side. Pay attention to that front knee. We're gonna extend forward. Tick-tock the arms. We're hinging at that hip joint. And wherever that hand gets to is totally fine. We wanna send that upper shoulder back a little bit if you can. So we're not leaning forward. And take a couple breaths here. When you're ready to come out, we're gonna grab that invisible rope, pulling back up. And we'll drop the arms, bend that front knee, and step the feet back. All right, shake out the legs, and shake out the arms. And let's do, we're gonna do wide-legged. So I'm gonna turn my mat sideways. You can turn sideways on your mat or just stay skinny side. So if you wanna just be this wide as your mat, or if you wanna turn sideways. All right, so let's do pinwheels first. And bring the arms out to the sides. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, one hand to the opposite leg, wherever you reach, knee, shin, ankle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, over. Excellent. And let's do one more time each side, or finish off evenly. Nice. And release the arms. You can bring the feet back together and then step them out again if they're getting tired. And then we're gonna do rainbow pose, and then we'll do half sun salutation. Okay, so rainbow pose, we're going to hinge at the hip joints, fold forward. That's an exhale. Arms come in front. If you can reach the floor, awesome. If not, no worries. The arms just can be in space, or you can have them on the hips. So we're going to inhale and lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. There you go. Exhale, bring that arm back down. Inhale, right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back. 2 more times each side. Inhale. And exhale. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Last time, left side, inhale. And exhale, last time, last side, inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Bend the knees, hands to the hips. Inhale, coming up with a nice straight spine. Excellent. If you want, you can bring the feet in and back out again. Shake out the legs if you want, the arms. So we're gonna do a half sun salutation. Option to do it with the legs closer in if this is uncomfortable. And then 2 options with the spine. So if you have any kind of back issues and you wanna bring the arms out to the side, that's fine. I'm gonna do arms in front. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna inhale, arms up, exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, the hands can come to the front of the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, arms comes to the ears, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come up. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Bring the feet back together. You can heel toe the feet or hop. Shake out the feet, shake out the legs. Excellent. All right, so let's come down to the floor. If you want to come into a squat first, you're welcome to do that, or you can go straight to seated. All right, and then coming gracefully onto the floor. We're gonna do our open and closed twist, and then we'll come on to the spine. All right, so bending that right knee, right foot comes into the mat. Extend that left arm over that left leg. We're gonna inhale, extend the arm up, feel that spine stretch. Exhale in front of or behind that right knee. Right hand comes behind the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. Nice. And then we're gonna unwind. Extend that left arm over that left leg again. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhale, open twist. And then when you're ready, bring that arm back and release. We'll switch legs. Right arm over that right leg. Inhale, lift, extend on the exhale in front of or behind that left knee. Left hand behind the spine, push in, inhale, feel that lift. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. And then when you're ready, coming out, extend that right arm over that right leg. Gaze follows the thumb. Inhale, open twist. When you're ready, gonna come back and release. Nice. All right, I'm gonna switch my mat sideways again. And then we're gonna bring the feet up to the top of the mat and roll down onto the spine. Excellent. All right, let's start with that one-legged Apanasana. So one knee comes in on the exhale. Inhale, foot to the floor. Exhale, second side, knee into the chest. Inhale, foot to the floor. Exhale. And inhale. Excellent. All right, release that. Both feet back on the floor. Knees are bent. And then we're going to do palm tree pose, arms. So option to extend the legs out or keep the knees bent. Arms down by your side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Next, we're going to do our bridge pose. So feet, knees, and hips come into alignment. We're just going to do a couple of the regular one. If you have a different style you like, you're totally fine to do that. But otherwise, here we go. Inhale, arms up, hips up, arms overhead to the floor above you. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And again, inhale, bring it up. And exhale, back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, arms up, hips up. And exhale, arms down, hips down. Nice. All right, so we're going to bring the arms out into a T and walk the feet out just a little bit. And we're going to do windshield wipers with the knees side to side. I'm also going to show you an option. So we're going to step the left foot to the edge of the mat. Knee is bent, and we're going to take the right knee and drop it in towards that left foot. And then bring it back up. The right foot's out at the edge of the mat. Drop the left knee in towards the right foot. And then bring it back up. So this is like an internal rotation. It's a little different than the windshield wipers, but one of my favorites. All right, one more time each side. And then we'll bring that back up to neutral. I'm going to step that left foot to the center of the mat and cross the right leg over the left. I'm going to drop both knees over towards the left, and the head can look left, center, or right. So if you're looking the opposite direction as the knee, that's going to be a little bit more of a stretch, maybe getting into the lymph nodes and the armpit. Nice. And then both knees come back up. Head comes back to center. We're going to drop the knees over towards the right. And you can look left, center, or right. Bringing the knees back up to center. We're going to uncross. Right foot comes to the center of the mat, and then left leg over the right. I'm going to drop both knees over to the left, and you can look left, center, or right. Excellent. Let's bring both knees back up to center. Drop the knees over to the right, and you can change the direction of the head, left, center, or right. Excellent. Both knees come back up to center. Uncross the legs and bring both knees into the chest, nice and wide if you can. Makes a little bit more room for the belly, and it makes a little bit more space in that lumbar spine. So exhale, knees in, inhale, knees out, Apanasana. Excellent. Let's bring the feet back down to the mat, and option 2, extend the legs all the way straight out. Zip them up together, toes point up towards the ceiling, or if it feels better, keep the knees bent, feet in the mat. We're going to do our palm tree pose arms. Inhale, arms up overhead to the floor above you. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale. And exhale. And let's do that one more time. Finish when you're on and do one more. And then release the legs away from each other, release the feet. If you want, you can keep the knees bent, feet on the mat if that's more comfortable on the spine. Arms down by your side and then away from the body. Palms up or palms down. If you have a chair and you want to put your legs up on the chair, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do a opening and releasing, making space in the joints. So we'll start at the bottom, work our way up to the top. Relax and make space in the toes. Relax and make space in the feet and heels. Relax and make space in the ankles. Relax and make space in the knees. Relax and make space in those hip joints. Relax and make space in the spine. Relax and make space in the shoulders. Relax and make space in the elbows and wrists. Relax and make space in the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax and make space in the throat and neck. And in that big, strong joint, relax and make space in the jaw. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. Take a full breath here, inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, and with your next inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And bring breath back into the body. Excuse me, and find us safely on our way. Let's finish with a breath of joy. So it looks like this. Hands start on the heart. We're going to inhale, hands down, arms up, fingertips touch. Exhale, arms all the way back around, hands to heart. Do that 3 times. We're ready, here we go. Inhale, hands down, arms up, fingertips touch. Exhale, all the way back around, hands to heart. And again, inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale, all the way back, hands to heart. And one more time. Inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale. Hands to heart. Bring the palms together, hands back at the heart, and namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, gang.